Don't act your age. Don't do it. That shit's a trap. As soon as you start acting your age, you start looking your age. I'm here to tell you, act the age you want to be forever, and you will start looking. You wonder why a lot of hippies be looking so young? A lot of people that like childlike be looking so young. It's because they act young, and it's really just like a mind thing. You act mature, you look more mature. Now, if you want to come across more mature, then act more mature. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to come across more youthful, then act more youthful. Look bubbly. It's like you're like playing with people's minds. And even if you do like physically look your age, once you start acting younger, you will come across as younger. Now, to the naked eye, if nobody doesn't know you and they just see you without any interactions off the first glance, maybe sometimes depends on how long you've been acting younger than you actually are. But if they don't know you, you might look your age, depending on how much vices you've used in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge. People think that I smoke because my lips are black, but it's genetics. So they're just naturally black. They're just black. What do you want from me? But that's besides the point. I just said that because I went to go like smoke, and it looks like I actually do. But like Barack Obama, his lips is black as shit. He might. I don't know. I digress. Listen, just don't act your age. Take it from me. People don't know how old I am because I don't act my age. How old do I look? Never mind. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that because I don't feel like having my feelings hurt this morning. Because y'all are mean. Mean motherfuckers are mean. They're mean, and I don't feel like having my feelings hurt this morning. Y'all be thinking shit's a compliment, and it's not. One time I was 19, and this guy told me I look 25. I was so offended. Because it's not a compliment for me for you to say I look older. And he said, you have a mature way about yourself. Prime example. Don't act your age. Be immature, and you will look younger. Unless you want people to think you're older than what you are, then by all means, act more mature. You get it? It's a mind game. Yeah, I came across more mature because growing up, I grew up in the system, foster cares and blah, blah, blah. I grew up around a lot of social workers, therapists, and such. Being that I grew up in the system, you become your environment. The younger you act, the younger you look. The younger you act, the younger you look. The older you act, the older you look. The older you act, the older you look. Growing up in foster care, I was surrounded by social workers, therapists, a lot of adults. That reflected my personality, and I started taking on that persona. I would come across a lot more mature at a younger age because I was a product of my environment. And then growing up in foster care also, I was like not loved, if you will. I was not loved, and it showed. And so I didn't have a lot of friends because she didn't really care about us enough to make sure we went to school looking like we came from a loving home. So we looked like foster children. You know that look. If you don't, then I'll show you. Like that. I wish I had some pictures from my childhood, but she was an asshole. And when I reached out to her and asked her for some pictures many, many years ago, she's probably dead now. I don't really know. I haven't heard from her for years. But anyway, when I reached out and asked her for our pictures, she said, no, they're hers. They don't even look at them. They're growing fucking dust. I looked like I grew up in foster care and didn't really have the best social skills. That's just, we had a unloving foster parent that was in it for the currency. I didn't make a lot of friends. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Like, being that I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, I did not hang around a lot of kids and people my age. I started really just taking on the personality of the people that I tend to hang around the most, which was adults. Therapists, social workers, DHS workers, all that stuff. And that made me look a lot more older. When I was, for instance, 19, they told me I looked 25 and 28 and crazy shit like that they thought was a compliment. It's like, no, we're just saying you look mature. I don't give a fuck. Just say that I'm more mature. Just say I seem mature. I seem mature, but I look my age. I don't think anybody really wants to look old. Maybe some people might want to come across as 21 when it's time to get into bars or whatever. But nobody really wants to look old, I don't think. I don't know. Some people might. I don't know. But I feel like most people would like to hold on to their youth a little bit and come across as younger. One time I was 17 and I was like just walking to the corner store and this little girl was like, how old are you? Don't know this girl from a can of paint. And she was just like, how old are you? And I was like, 17. And I say little girl because she was probably 11, 10, 12. I don't know. She was young. But stuff like this just stays with me. But she's like, how old are you? Little brat. And I was like 17. And she was just like, you look 21. Okay. You did that for what? You did that for what? What did you tell me that for? If you think I look 21, why did you even ask how old I am? Why didn't you just assume I was 21? He was trying to insult me or something. I don't know. I've never been that person that wanted to look older than what I was. Like, I relished in my youth. I enjoyed my youth. I enjoyed telling people my age when I was younger. I didn't want to grow old. I didn't want to grow up. I didn't want to be 21. I was never in a rush to get to 21 or 18 or any of those ages. I wasn't even in a rush to get to 18. Once I hit 18, I was like, oh, shit. It's getting real. Once I hit 18, I just felt like it was time to fucking get my shit together. No more mooching off of the adults in my life. Not that it was family. I didn't have like any, I can't say mooching off my mom because I didn't have that, but you get it. But like, it's no, I was on my fucking own, and I literally was. Once you start acting your age, you start looking your age. And if you're still young, then by all means, act your age. If you're still like 21, 22, act your age. 24, act your age. Once you start getting higher and higher, keep acting 24, 23, 22. You know what I'm saying? Keep acting those ages. Act your age up until the point where it's like, oh, I'm getting up there. Once your age is not listed on the age limit that the models are looking for, or the model recruiters are looking for, then don't act that age anymore. I feel like that's your telltale sign that you're getting up there when it says looking for models between 18 and 24. Looking for models between blah, blah, blah. That's like, well, if I'm above that, then I'm gonna act in that age group. You understand what I'm saying? But like, different hairstyles for me gives me different looks. You wouldn't know how old I am. Sometimes I look like I'm 40. Sometimes I look like I'm 20. I'm very versatile in that way. Act the age you want to be and keep acting that age. Even when you're 70 years old, act 20. You're going to look probably 70, or depending on your genes and genetics, you might look like you're 50. Wear brighter colors just because you get older. I noticed a lot of people saying to older content creators, the audience, the comments will say to the older content creators like, oh, you're too old to wear that, or you're too old to do this, you're too old to do that. Fuck that. Fuck what they have to say. There is no age group for anything. There's no age group for fashion. You understand? You dress how you want to dress. There's no age group for hairstyles. Fuck that. You don't have to dial it down now that you've had X amount of birthdays. Who made that rule? That's so dumb. Be yourself whenever, however, always. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's society putting their beliefs on us again. They don't run shit over here. If I want to wear pigtails at fucking 50, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Because where does it say in the fucking 10 Commandments or the law book that a 50-year-old is not allowed to wear pigtails? It's known to be on little girls or teenagers. But if I like pigtails, then I'm going to wear pigtails. Shit, that kind of look cute anyway. Just like that, I look like I was younger than what I am. I have a feeling people are going to be so mean. People are mean when it comes to telling people when they try to humble people. Why do y'all want to humble people so bad? Humble yourself. Stop yourself from being a negative Nancy idiot loser. Stop yourself from being a hater. Humble yourself before you comment some mean negative stuff, because who asked you? But did I ask? It's giving insecure. It's giving trying to dim my light because yours is so dark. It's for like people, you know, 26 and up. I feel like 25, 27 and up. Start acting like the age you was 5 years ago and keep that up. Start dressing how you dressed before. You don't have to change your hair, your clothes, anything once you hit a certain age. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. Fuck what anybody says or tells you. You don't have to do that. You can dress how you always wanted to dress. You can do your eyebrows the same way you was doing them in 2008 if that makes you happy. But that's for a whole other topic. All right, bye. 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 I'm about to go and act like I'm an artist. Because I want to be an artist. I'm about to go to my art studio and make some shit because I want to be an artist. And that's all for today, folks. Now go act the age you want to be.